We're into the last legs of 2021 and Yeezy brand is still out here pumping out the releases. This year Yeezy has been very experimental with their new Yeezy model and an overhaul of their Yeezy 700 V1 line, going from earthier tones to a much more vibrant and punchier colorful option. Now today's sneaker is thankfully not another orange midsole pair of Yeezy 700s, it's in fact pretty different. So let me show you guys, let's break them open, let's break them down. Today we're taking a look at the Yeezy 700 V1 Faded Azure. Would you look at that, guys? We got a Yeezy 700 box. Okay, you got it. 700 on the top, boost on the side. Let's slide these open and let me show you. Let me hit you with some color from this pair of sneakers, guys. And of course, it is the Yeezy 700 Faded Azure. Like I said, this year we got hit with a 4-pack of orange mid-soled Yeezy 700 V1s, the suns, the bright blues, the wash orange, and the flame amber. So finally they move away from that and give us something completely different. And there are some things about this pair of sneakers that is very interesting. But before we get into all of that, I do have to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Get tasty seasonal recipes and fresh pre-portioned ingredients delivered right to your doorstep. HelloFresh makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. The holidays can be hectic, but HelloFresh helps keep things simple with recipes and ingredients that cut out grocery shopping and limit meal prep time, so you can spend more of the festive season with your friends and family. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week, so you can break out of your recipe rut. I know HelloFresh transformed the way I'm cooking and eating. There's 50 menu and market items to choose from each week, including vegetarian, calorie smart, and gourmet options, providing plenty of variety. So today I'm going to be making this, the pan-fried venison steaks with rosemary, potatoes, and creamy mustard sauce. I've got all of my ingredients here. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've chopped the potatoes, I've put the rosemary, salt, pepper, and oil, and now it's going in the oven. These in there. There we go. Steaks over here, and this is the sauce that's going to be on there. We are well on our way to making that. We are all done. Look at that, it looks amazing. Thank you HelloFresh, that was quick, easy. Now I gotta try it. All right, let's give it a taste. See what I came up with. HelloFresh has amazing value. Even at full price, it's still 30% cheaper than grocery stores. And with this deal, it's time to try it for even less. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code ElliotPage14 for 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. Thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to it. This is yet another Yeezy 700 colorway that we saw from Kanye's 2020 Twitter post. He had those circles of sneakers and a lot of them have come to fruition. Specifically, if you look at that 700 circle, this sneaker is right there, top down view, you can see, and now they're finally releasing it. So it's pretty safe to say that pretty much all of those sneakers in that circle will at some point get released. Now, while these may look somewhat similar to the Inertia 700s and maybe even the teal blue Yeezy 700s, these are pretty different. But let me give you some release information if you guys are interested in picking a pair of these up. They drop on November the 27th. They retail for the lowered but then higher retail price of £220 here in the UK or $250 out in the US. We had a very short run when they dropped the price to £210 or $240. They quickly raised that back up to, I guess, a kind of midpoint. Either way, again, the price point is slightly higher because I would say that this is probably the most premium feeling of the Yeezy 700 version versions that we have, definitely a step above the MNVNs and again the 700 V3. With a mix of really nice premium feeling suede for the toe box, the mid panels, and around towards the back, and then you get the soft leather all around the eye stays. In between that, there's plenty of padded mesh material, of course over on the toe box, again the mid panel, and around towards the sock liner. But let's talk about the colors for a bit, because they are super vibrant and pretty crazy. The color in the name of this sneaker, Azure, is more of a true blue, whereas on this pair of sneakers you don't really see that color. I mean, maybe here on the toe box, but that's a little bit of a stretch. Generally speaking, the majority of this upper looks to be a kind of teal color. Now, even though this teal color is the majority of the sneaker, they did incorporate plenty of other colors on here, which I think make the sneaker a very cohesive colorway. Just on this toe box alone, you're getting a bunch of different colors. If you take a look at this Fang style suede panel here, that's a little bit more of a faded blue color. You get almost a mossy green for that padded mesh panel, and then around towards the sides you can see that's much more of a blue. And the teal color that they used on here I think is really nice. It's punchy and vibrant, yet at the same time I feel like it has a kind of faded look to it. The midsole is a much darker tone. It still has that bluish teal vibe to it. The midsole oval shapes come in a very vibrant orange color, similar to the Inertias. I always liked when they added color to those oval shapes. It's something I've always appreciated about the 700 V1 and really adds something different to this colorway. The laces come in a dark gray color, which I think contrasts the rest of the sneaker. Like all of the other colorways, this one of course comes with a bunch of reflective elements. Over here on the bottom of the sneaker by the laces, up on the tongue, around towards the sides, you get these two reflective panels, and of course the hidden 3 stripes underneath that mesh blocking. You may recall the renders of this sneaker being very, very bright, and the actual product is a lot more subtle. It's a lot darker, it's a lot more faded, which I think is going to be a very good complement if you're trying to rock these in the fall. It's kind of like the Inflame Ambers, how it has a little bit more of a burnt faded look, which again is not going to confuse the fall outfits too much to a super vibrant sneaker with a bunch of fall tones. I actually like this colorway a lot more than I originally thought I would, and I feel like if you try these on with a bunch of different outfits, you may just be surprised with how much it actually goes with. And I think it's a solid one to cap off 2021's crazy Yeezy 700 V1 colorways. As for sizing, I personally go true to size with a 700 V1, unlike some other Yeezy models where I have to go a half size up. These I go true to size, and that's what I'm going to recommend for you guys. And of course, you know, comfort is still on point. The Yeezy 700 V1 still remains one of the most comfortable Yeezy models that you can buy. I've always really liked the way that these fit and feel on foot, so definitely comfort. If you're looking for that, these got it. But I would love to know what you guys think of the Yeezy 700 Faded Azure. What do you think of this colorway? Let me know down in the comment section. Are you going to be going for this one? Again, I want to thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one, but until then,